Yeah, it's the king. This is episode 3 of the King's Speech, you know what I mean? Back in my peace, back at home, where the heart is, you know? And yeah, let's see where it takes me today. It's back at quiet. Chill. It's skateful or rolling one go. Just be in your vibe, join me. Relax. Let's see where it leads me. Yeah. I want to stress the idea of living in the moment, you know. Focus. You are what you focus on. Your brain gives you what you focus on. You get me? So let's give an example, a scenario, right? Let's say you're a nigga like me, you know. You went through a lot, like there's a lot in your head. You keep remembering your like traumatic experiences, right? So what tends to happen is like you develop this abandonment this fear of abandonment, you get me? So you live life, you know, go to school, obviously you make friends, you connect with a few people. Now the way you make friends when you are in that mindset is like you are looking at people's distaste for you, kind of things that people hate about you, because that's the main thing that will make someone leave you, right? Let's say I know o kopana le gago is like you're drawn to him because of certain traits. You see yourself in him. Yeah, no. Because you are too focused on your negative experiences, your traumatic experiences, it leads you to like abandon yourself and focus more on maintaining that relationship. Because obviously you get a feeling of you relate to the person, so it makes life easier. It's where the relationship between you and your friend is where you like unwind. You can be yourself however you want. It's your safe haven, it's your peace. You made the friend your peace. No. Yeah, no. Obviously in human relationships, whether platonic or relationship or whatever, obviously you are your own person. You perceive life in a certain way, they perceive life in a certain way. So what do? Instead of addressing the issue completely, you end up putting that person feelings, emotions on a pedestal. You are coming from a place of you want to fix the relationship, but little do you know, you're actually making you a slave to the reaction of that person. and then you end up living for that person. You feel me? Now tell me this. How old Salayalo or feel young about you? If you shrink yourself to like to allow others to shine instead of shining the light you have yourself, gonna speaking your mind, gonna go re lentswe la go lutwa le lwena o tsara gore go irang relationship eo la go connecta yang gore it's a life where you live in a constant state of fear. You are in fight or flight. It's like a wound which is like fresh. It's like a fresh wound. Why you how tshwara go mon a fresh wound o tshwara ntho e le gone motho go a thudile ha a ba tswa nthonyana o e tshwara ga go nna botlhoko ke re you react something wa tlola ke gore it's like that one tshwara. So you end up not see the great things in you, the human in you, the vibrant being you are. Instead, you are like pouring it into another person, and that person is not reciprocating that because you never really established that relationship in the first place. You know, that's how people are played. That's how people get depressed, because they are living the lives they don't want to live. You get me? So how do we avoid this? How do we avoid being slaves to other people's reactions? Or how do we get back to home, to our own boat, to our own soul, to our own spirit, so we can be the people we know we can be? It's simple. By focusing on yourself, by being yourself, by exploring yourself. You can show other people love when you don't show the same love to yourself. That's what I learned, you know. Le bona batho ba pouring, those people which you are pouring yourself to, le bona they end up getting like annoyed when home banalwena, and they end up just treating you like you are disposable. Because they don't see the value of like keeping you around. No, they see the value of keeping you around. Mare, it turns into a right for you to sacrifice yourself to appease them, to make them happy. You get me? So how tsana mo ntweng le motho le wa mana wa ntshwara ene a go bolela the way ka le feelang ka teng, the way a le frustrated ka situation ya teng ka teng, kana ka wena ka teng, le wena o tshwanetse o ntsha letso la go no kana nna ke ntsana la go ntsana lana that's why ke irile ana lana. That's the correct way of going about it. Yeah, no, when you come from a place of like fear, you are quick to fix it without actually viewing the whole story. How would you know that this person is really aligned with what I'm about when you are constantly tailoring yourself to fit their standards? You feel me? Yeah, you should have your own standards. I'm no, I don't like the way you are moving towards me right now. Straight up, so they can know the correct way of loving you. They can know the correct way of interacting with you. It's no there's no a point of like keeping quiet when you know that this thing will hurt you in the long run. You yourself are responsible for teaching other people to treat you. You get me? You have That's how before you do that, obviously you have to know your boundaries. What really uh, uh kills your spirit, and what you don't like, when what do you don't like. Once what Hey, so really it's not uh a thing that just comes. So what you have to like explore yourself, go into a stage of self-discovery gore o itse gore ke le shonana ke motho o ntseng yang. Once and it's a everyday choice. You don't just do it like once a week. You can start there, but it has to be an everyday choice. Or no, today I'm choosing myself. I'm actually working towards knowing who I am. And if this person is not aligned with the person I want to be, if their values are not aligned with the person I want to be, I should love them from a distance. So I'm sorry. I shouldn't allow that type of energy in me, in my environment. I'm sorry. Your every batho ba o tlolang o iketla le bona tsatsi le letsatsi, batho ba tlolang o le o kana batho ba tlolang o iketla le bone kana your daily habits determine the person you are. If the habits kana batho ba tlolang o iketla le bone only drain you, you are gonna vibrate. Your energy will be low, obviously. If your habits are building you, are actually feeding your energy, that's basically that will basically reveal the person you are. That's how you evolve into the person you want to become. You feel me? You are operating from a point of view which is clear. You take things as they are instead of focusing on the why things happen. Focus on what the person did, kind of what the situation is, then you act accordingly. This really needs self-leadership. You should learn to lead yourself. People don't follow like leaders because he's telling me what to do right now. Here, he knows what he's doing. Obviously, that's part of it, but they follow you because they see that no, this person led his or her life where he wants or where she wants, where they want. I get it, we have non-binary people. Yeah, you get me. Let me give you an example ka homo ka Dumaboko, right? Dumaboko, we admire him because he came from nothing. Now he's the president right now. He led himself there. He worked hard. He constantly chose to evolve above what he saw in the surrounding that didn't align with the person he is. He saw the vision, he dreamed, he worked hard at it, and he made sure that he is the best at it. That's why he has this bravado about him. That's why he has this confidence about him. He actually did the work to become the person worthy of being there. Someone like me, I didn't do half as much work as he did. President, I will be overwhelmed, right? Because I'm not the person worthy of that position. So what I'm saying is, you should work to be the person, to become the person worthy of doing the thing you want to do, living the dream you want to live. Yes, we see the stories of overnight successes, but usually, not always. You'll see that the same way the money came, the fame came, the prestige came, is the same way it went out. It was fast. Cha. For example, this nigga waku, but a minister, with respect to the dead minister who offed himself recently, rest in peace. It's not like he didn't understand what he was doing. He was drunk with power, I think. I'm just speculating, right? We don't know the situation. Let's just take the situation as it is right now. He was drunk with power. He lived for the thrills that came with the power he gained, which led to him losing himself, which led to him doing things that were not necessarily feeding the person he is currently, right? He poured energy into someone who didn't really reciprocate the love he was giving her. And it led to this situation. This doesn't happen overnight. You constantly choose things that kills you. You end up doing things that will kill you. You get me? So think about it. He won the election, got into power, so the money he was responsible for, and he chose to like do shady things. He fed the darkness, and the darkness caught up to him. Like I said in the beginning of the scenario, I don't know what happened. I'm just speculating. I'm just calling it how I see it, right? This should be a lesson to us. Like, instead of feeding an image, let's feed into ourselves. let's grow into the persons worthy of that power, of that dream, of that whatever, you get me, of that person you dream of. The person you dream of, ladies and gentlemen, is actually you. You know, that's what I realized. That's actually yourself. That's your soul calling out to be free. That's your spirit calling out to be free. All the aspirations you have, that's you. You get me? What derailing you, what's distracting you from it, is the thoughts in your head, the negativity you focus on, the the people pleasing you do. You get me? If something is not aligned with you, it can never build you into the person you want to be. Even though o ka nna le madi a le kae brawa, answer, o ka nna le dikoloi tse di kae, o ka nna le banyana ba le kae, kana o ka nna le o le ngwanyana, o ka nna le that dream husband, what. If you're not a person worthy of that, you never, ga go ise go iragala, go nna go iragala sengwe hela. You kana wena yourself, you end up sabotaging that. You never trained yourself to become the person you want to become. We are too caught up in shortcuts, but we don't know that shortcuts are really just chipping away at us, or what? Chipping away at the person at the person we should be. You get me? So really think about what you are doing, the actions you are taking every day. Are they really feeding the person you want to become, or are they just people pleasing actions? You're just feeding other people so they can be well off while you just suffer. Really think about it. I know I'm too blunt, I know I'm not like sugarcoating it, but it has to be said in a real way, in a clear way. You get me? You don't really need time to live life. You're not here to just survive. You're also here to thrive. If you are at work right now, you are just doing it currently to survive. Don't be caught up on like minuscule things. So one saying, or what is, how can I get that in a quickly, or get one out in wrong case. What did he do to get into that position, or what? Instead, focus on o dirise matsana a gago go nna go aga sengwe se tlo go benefiting in the long run. Answer, nna o ntse o ba ka side nyana wa answara gongwe o ithuta skill sengwe gore ga go ntse go ya o nne le enough resources na o simolla sengwe wa answara kana o simolle sengwe gona. Like I'm doing right now, I don't have a camera, I'm just using my phone, you know. I don't have like colorful edits, but I know that this one shot will get me close to the person I want to become. So I'm doing it. You can do it too. Don't worry about the results. The results don't mean anything. What matters is the experience you gain, the skills you gain. Don't worry about what people do and what people say. They only say that because what you are doing is foreign to how they perceive their lives. You see something wrong about them living their lives because of the way you perceive your own life. You get me? So this notion of like looking at other people's reactions first before taking action really destroys people right now, destroyed people back then, you know. If you are a young man right now, just know that one day you will be responsible for like another life. Once your kid, a kid gonna o needs monna go teno mo tlhokomelang monna wa da mo godise gore a hetse school. You should be ready for that. You should be ready for the stress that comes with that. You should be ready for the obstacles that comes from that. From that. That will only, you will only be ready if you actually do the practice every day, leading yourself. What? How is your no? How to nasgela on a assignment due, and then Tibo so so is race. I have to finish this assignment. Kaware, hey, it's due in 2 days. Tibo saba let's say mona ke na le banyana da mdala. How is it that I'm fit to bona hore dira ya? Every choice has a trade-off, right? How did assignment you are feeding the chance no, I'll pass my course. I go Tibo, and then from the side of Tibos, you'll see that you miss the opportunity of like hanging out with those beautiful ladies and having a good time and drinking at the club with your friend. Now to you right now, all of you are, which one will you choose in the moment? Which one will you benefit? If you chose the line Tibos, just know that you're operating from a place of flight or flight, from a place of fear. You are afraid you are gonna lose the relationship. You wanna learn Tibos. Answer. You didn't come to pull up to the section. If that in itself breaks your friendship, then that wasn't a friendship. Answer. If you choose, if Tibos see I have an assignment later, ke tla go bona next time late like hits assignment a ba re no no sure ngwana ka ona stress no wa tlhaloganya gore no mo no busy gona o se za ira sengwe se se botlhokwa wa bona, and that's a true friend, you get me. Then gape o choose a Tibos the trade-off for sure gonna have good time, maybe get lucky that night or one the world come on or gimba that logone or one you they overachieve a goal. You had fun with Tibos, you made memories with Tibos, maraka gape on short go assignmenting, you lost time, your time which was allocated for what? For completing your assignment, or we rush work, and that will affect your grade, which is responsible for what? Determining your future. So it's all about choices. You are not your thoughts, you're the observer of your thoughts. And no dira assignment over ish kana ke vai ke choice ira ta ke tsamaye ke go Tibos a se gore ke masala mose mongwe o ka hata sa ga sthare gona no busy mo lo ke ditaola he ya go Tibos the choice you dirang wena self. You are responsible for what you do. La o kare o blame Tibos. Tibos I had it in no. You had a choice. You are responsible for making your own choice. Or what? It's your actions that fed the result you are getting right now. That's what I'm saying. So, in each and every action you do right now, is it feeding the person you are, or is it feeding the person you don't want to become? Think about it every single day. How I get about the stress in my life in me. Yeah, it's too much. I just want to unwind. I just want to drink. I want to stress. Everyone you see has stress. Less stress. How's it's still stress. Hey, I get one toy, yeah, me. Hey, where did I put the stress? And so, the only person who doesn't have stress is the person who's 6 feet under. And so, Rotoka hates it. That's the only person who doesn't have stress. So, there's no merit gonna benefit on avoiding it. You just have to face it, own it, and move accordingly. That's the only thing you have to do. Is the actions you are taking right now building you, or are they destroying you? Is the king, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to shine, shine, my nigga, but shine different. They ask me, why do I glow in the dark? Just know I don't give a fuck. I'm sick with it. Is the king, Razdi. Yeah. Grind till you die, my nigga. Yeah.